Welcome back, ladies, blokes, and non-binary folks. This is Brownlow Books, and I have a book review. I am also physically and mentally exhausted, but we're gonna do this anyways. But I'm not gonna hold the book up for long because I have a large print edition, and it's a fucking hunker, and it's heavy, and I'm fucking over it. So, I read The Cartographers by Peng. We're just gonna put that down now. Someone online compared it to The Midnight Library, but for maps. And that's just like exceedingly false. I don't know. Did that person read The Midnight Library? Because no. So yeah, this was a book club book. Not my pick. Another friend's pick. It was kind of on my radar, but I didn't own it when she picked it, and yeah, I bought it and they sent me the large print edition instead of just a regular one. I don't need 650 fucking pages of this. Like, ridiculous. Yeah, just over 600 pages. So, what did I think of it? It was fine. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it either. It just felt a little flat and predictable for me. Like the way things were like kind of laid out, I was like, oh, your rich friend who went missing, whose name starts with a W, there's fucking spoilers here, by the way. Oh, there's this eccentric billionaire that no one ever sees whose name also starts with a W and is obsessed with maps as well. Oh, could these possibly be the same person? It's supposed to be like this big reveal that it's the same person, and I'm like, did people really not see that coming? Like, it was just, there was just things that I was kind of like, I thought this was supposed to be kind of like a mystery. And then it's like, oh, the town, so they can like travel to a town via this like map, and the map has this town on it because it was a paper town where it's just as used as a trademark, basically, to see if other people are copying your shit, right? When all like the road maps rage cars bullshit started. This is gonna be the most incoherent review ever. Yeah, so like paper towns, if you've read John Green books, same town. Aglo. So yeah, it's like, oh, we can travel to it if we have the map on us when we're going to the town, and it's there, and if the map gets destroyed and every last copy of the map is destroyed, the town doesn't exist, and blah blah blah, and then like things happen, and it's just, I mean, I don't want to fucking get into all of it. I don't need to give you a fucking play-by-play of the book. It wasn't it for me. Like, it just wasn't it. Like, when I was reading it, I wasn't upset that I was reading it, but it took so much for me to pick the book back up to continue reading. Like, it's one of those kind of books where you're like, yeah, it's fine while you're reading it, but like, there's no draw to come back and be like, fuck yeah, I gotta finish this book. You're just like, yeah, it's a book. So that's pretty much how I feel about it. Were there parts I loved or liked? Like, not really. Not really, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, to be honest. I'm like, does any part stand out to me? Not really. I mean, it's a fine book. It's just, I think it takes a very particular person, maybe, to like this book. Love this book, I should say. I neglected to look up on Goodreads what its reviews and ratings were like before filming this, but my guess it's somewhere in a 3.5 area. And like, I'm not the only person who felt this way in my book club either. Like, we spent more time shooting the shit than we did fucking talking about this book, which is unusual for us. We're usually pretty book focused for at least an hour. We had maybe half hour total in this book, and we stayed online for 2 hours, so like, yeah, it was a book, all right. So yeah, my guess is that Goodreads, I think it was in like the 3 point something, 3.5-ish area, which is fair for this book. Like, it's not one of those books where you're like, oh, they're writing this is horrible. It's just the plot wasn't pulling me in, and like the reveals, I was like, oh, who didn't see that coming? And like, just the minutia of it was just kind of like, okay. Like, I'm trying to think if there was even a character I liked in it. Oh, maybe one of them that died. Yeah, probably Swan, I guess. Maybe Felix. Felix was kind of cute. Like, adorable. Like, just like, oh, I bring dinner because we're going to talk about this. And she's like, the fuck? And yeah. He's being cute. Yeah. So, yes. Cartographers Peng Shepherd, I feel just kind of indifference to. I feel ridiculous. Incoherent mess of a review. Alright. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you around next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe because my burnout is definitely not over.